What up, fuckers? It's Fear Ennis of Fearcast from the FYFC studios, and you're listening to this freaking show.
What's up, everybody? I am Travis T, and welcome to another episode of This Freakin Show. It is a weekly podcast with a little bit of something and a whole lot of nothing. The same weekly podcast that is brought to you by the Firepit Bar and Grill of Peotone, Illinois. If you're looking for a down-home country restaurant that offers you a burger and beer for just $7.99 every Monday and Wednesday, happy hour Monday through Friday, 75-cent wings on Tuesday, and free bingo on Thursdays. Check out the Firepit Bar and Grill at Peotone. You can find them on Facebook at Firepit Bar. Check them out for all their upcoming events, musicians, music, fun, adventures. Take a trip. Check out Peotone. Go to Firepit Bar. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end of our 4-part series here with Jackie on the Keto Diet. It's been a fun month. It's been a blast sitting and talking with her. Make sure you guys do check out parts 1, 2, and 3. Throughout the previous weeks here of February. Start from the beginning. Check them all out. Each episode, 30, 40 minutes apiece. Definitely worth it and a great opportunity to learn about the keto diet. If you had any questions or, ideas on what the diet was and, the pros of it, the benefits of it and everything, Jackie has been nothing but helpful through the entire process, answering the questions that you guys submitted, which I do appreciate. Again, the feedback to our conversation was incredible. Love the fact that you guys participated in it. And as mentioned, when she comes back into town, hopefully we can work on something to collaborate together and make this more eventful. So why don't we go ahead and dive right back into that interview with her?
Yeah, a friend of mine gave me some of those test strips and everything. I never used them because I didn't really know if they'd be accurate or not, and if I would get a weird reading that I wasn't happy with, I'd be kind of bummed out about it. Goes back to the whole mental thing with me.
Right, and that's what it takes too, and that's what a lot of people are afraid of too. But we all need validation. So if we're not feeling that validation that we were promised, we're going to want to look to ways to sort of validate for us that what we're doing. So it looks weird or it feels weird just because it's new or you just haven't done it yet. But when you kind of get an idea or somebody helps you understand of actually what you're testing or how it's reading, it sort of helps make it not so scary. Like, I remember just starting keto. If it wasn't for my teammates and my company, I really don't think I would have been able to focus and get through just strict keto eating for a whole year. It was hard, but like you said, it's just that mentality.
Mm-hmm.
It really takes, if you don't understand or try to somewhat keep an open mind into what you're doing or why you're doing to understand what you're putting your body through, it's kind of hard to, I guess the more that you let yourself understand something, the longer you're going to be to want to be a part of it or to use it. So if you just dabble in it, don't put that much effort into it, I don't think, you can go for the shorter period of time, but I don't think it's going to work out long term for you. If you put in the time, like I said in the beginning, for your transition and just focus on the core benefits and the core steps of just the beginning and just focus on your nutrition, focus on tracking just a little bit, screw the calories. Everybody, that's what I hate, especially, but the ketogenic professionals that I follow that I work with, they pretty much say they preach the same thing. There's so much bad information out there that is so biased, or people just works for them but doesn't work for everybody. So I'm telling you, when it comes to transition to make the ketogenic easier, you need those calories. When you start tracking, don't even look at the calories. You're going to need those calories, but you have to think, we're so afraid of fat, we're so afraid of calories, we're so afraid of the whole carb situation. If you're throwing all of these things in your face, it's going to be hard to know what to focus on just to get through the next few steps. If you're trying to count a million things at once, you're really not understanding what you're doing. You're just plugging in a ton of numbers and hoping it works. If you can
Mhm.
sort of unload a little bit of your tracking to focus, then you start to see where it matters and why we sort of help you look at it that way, because you start to feel it naturally and you feel it with your body as you're sort of understanding it. So as it's sort of clicking to your understanding, you're kind of going through it and feeling it at the same time. So it's a better, deeper understanding than just, well, here's a plan. Good luck to you and let me know how it goes. That's not how it's supposed to be.
Gotcha. So, if somebody came up to you tomorrow and said, Jackie, I want to start the keto diet, what are the things that I need to get started with? Like, what would be the best way to, like, kind of tell them, like, what is their, like, keto starter pack?
This is like this is my life. What I like is I offer a free ketogenic guidebook and a free fasting guidebook. I know you're a part of my free keto cleaner eating group.
Hmm.
Um, it's organized in a group right now because, like I said, my blog, my website, I had to sort of, when I transitioned to companies, I had to take a lot of the old coaching out to make it more ketogenic related. So it's not launched yet. So I have everything into my free Facebook group that I run for people for keto, cleaner eating, or ketogenic therapies. Um, but pretty much with that, what I like about that guide, and I'll have an ebook soon. It's not finished yet. I just got back to home and back to the work through everything. So it is coming soon. I'm trying to take that guidebook into further depth into an ebook, but I'm about halfway through getting that written up. But it's pretty much just taking the best of the best of from my teammates, my nutritional professionals, like our team of the ketogenic community, and it sort of just breaks down, um, like we talked about, instead of forcing, like I explain keto through the guidebook, but I also sort of we gear you towards understanding ketosis as you're tapering yourself down to where you feel it. Um, but when you're starting ketosis, my guidebook will tell you, you really, water is key. We are so afraid of water. Like, I'm one of those that you hardly ever saw me with water. I know I was a three-sport athlete and I was all on my water. And then I went to college and I still played sports and I was like, okay, not so into my water. And then I was an adult and like hardly ever drinking water. So I get it. It's super hard to set these hydration goals for ourselves, which a healthy amount of water would be like take your body weight and divide it by two. That's a good starter, like a low goal to start of ounces. So if you're 200 pounds, you're going to want to aim for that first hydration goal to work yourself up to. You're going to want to aim for that 100 ounces. Sounds like a lot, sounds like a ton, but you have to think too, the more you're drinking the water for ketosis, the deeper you're pushing those ketone bodies you're creating. The best thing about cells in the ketogenic diet or ketogenic living is when you're in ketosis, it's a deep level. It's the cells. Most quick cleanses or fads or whatever treat just your digestive tract and your GI systems and that water weight, quote unquote. Whereas when your body's in that state of ketosis, you're on a cellular level. So you're reaching all of your systems. You're reaching your visceral organs. Yes, your visceral organs also store fat for fuel. There's fat around your visceral organs, there's fat buried in between your muscles and your joints. There's so many layers. So the more water that you're drinking when you're in ketosis, you just push your cells to fill with water to push those ketone bodies further and deeper into your systems. So it sounds like a lot of water, but you're balancing. You also want those other vitamins we've talked about, the main four. You're going to want that magnesium supplement, whether you're adding it in through a pill, you're doing more magnesium rich foods, or you're doing like a natural magnesium through the drops or through the salt baths. Just a way that your body can absorb a little extra magnesium. You're going to want that multivitamin, whichever multivitamin works for you. Everybody's different. You just want something that's good with the potassium and the calcium. And, sodium is the other big one for a ketogenic diet. I know I switched to the pink salt. I like the pink Himalayan salt. To me, it's more of a taste thing, but you also get the natural zinc and the natural minerals in it versus the other salt. But the other salt works too. Add table salt into your coffee, add it into your foods, add your salts into when you get a keto flu. If you have a salt block, take a lick off the salt block or a salt of a swig of pickle juice or something really highly concentrated in sodium. It sort of just gets that quick insult or that quick inflush of sodium into your system to sort of help balance it out. Because, like we said before, when you're in ketosis, you lose more minerals than when you're sweating. So, when you're going into ketosis or you're thinking about starting the ketogenic living, you just want to make sure you have your minerals balanced, whether you're being smarter with your foods or you have your supplements to balance it out. Because it's all, how one person whole food keto might not, a whole food ketoer might have lot less natural or a lot less of supplements of vitamins for things that they're getting enough of in their foods, whereas a lazier or somebody who's just putting things in their macros, they might be a little more depleted in some minerals, therefore they might have more of the vitamins and supplements like to balance the minerals. So it depends, but those would be my go-to of what you absolutely need. But
Okay.
electrolytes and water are pretty much key.
Gotcha. Awesome. So Jackie, real quick before we say our goodbyes, do you just want to kind of tell everyone where they can find you on social media, where they can find information on keto and stuff like that, to kind of like help them out, like, and I guess like any other questions that they may have. Which just real quick, I want to thank everybody who did participate and sent in questions. I really appreciate it coming from the host of the show. Fan interaction is a huge thing. So thank you so much for sending in your questions. But if they had any other questions for you or want to look up some of the things that you are doing social media wise, where can they find you?
Yeah, yeah, thanks again for this. It's been awesome.
Mhm.
Y'all can find me. I don't have Twitter, but everything else I'm sort of utilizing and getting to learn. But I have Facebook. You can look me up, Wonder Mom Strong, Jackie Biggs, or look me up, Jackie Biggs. I have a lot of my free group for my keto eating, my keto cleaner eating group to sort of build your better over there. We focus on build your better, one bite, one sip, one step at a time. You can find a lot of my information over on Facebook in a free group. That's a closed private group for now until I get my blog back launched live. I do have a YouTube, which if you find me on one of the other media streams, I don't have that many followers yet to where I get a cool make your own link. So I cannot even tell you what that one is, but I can send it to you. And then on Instagram is where a lot of people are finding me lately. It's the same tag. It's Wonder Mom Strong. It's pretty self-explanatory, and over there you can find a lot of my highlight reel keto, how keto intermixes into my life with the fasting and my life on the go with kids and traveling, how I maintain keto, both in my home state of Bama now while going hometown back to Illinois and on the highway back and forth. Any questions, you can shoot them out through one of the media streams. Those that are my clients and closer friends, I do have the Snapchat as well. But, we do everything. I do everything. I'm pretty much an open book. So if you have a question, I'm not going to bullshit you. I'm going to give you my honest answer. And if I don't know the answer, my team, my friends, my keto community, like I will find you what you need or find you something close. Um, that's the easiest way to find me, I guess. That's how everybody finds me, is between usually Facebook or um, Instagram right now, since I had to take a lot of my YouTube videos down to sort of prep for this new brand of what I'm trying to do with the ketogenic awareness and the ketogenic community. But yeah, this is really cool. This is the first, like I said, I'm used to online lives or
Mm.
in person pressure. So doing a podcast is a really cool, it's a really cool experience. And everybody that submitted questions, thank you. You made something really scary, like pretty easy and directed. Like I just had to focus, little baby steps, and answer the questions. So thanks. It's been cool. I was afraid of not having enough information. So anything, like I said, I'm an open book. If I'm glad to be a source to help people find their better. I know the biggest struggle when it comes to just trying to find a better for yourself is finding a place where you're accepted and not judged. And that's sort of what my whole keto community is that I create, and the vibe that I create. It's not one way or the highway, because there's so many ways and so many shades of better, that all that matters is putting in that work on yourself and deciding what works for you to get there. So, however, we can help you get there, or I can help inspire you to get there, I'm going to help you, because I wanted me when I was in that situation. So, and what's cool is it's a lot of free information and free, it's a lot of free stuff. Like I'm just throwing shit at a lot of people. Like it's quality coaching, but it's fun coaching in a real life sense. Like we make it fun. You saw, I know Travis is in my keto group, so you saw that sort of get back on track for the new year. We do fun little things like the challenge that I offer, where I put a little daily challenge up just to remind people for little daily things for accountability. It's not necessarily just for ketogenic eating, but for those that need a more cleaner eating lifestyle or just want to find some sort of better. So, however, I can help you rock your better, just contact me. I'll figure out a way to make that happen for you.
Yeah, no, and you're right. I do follow a lot of your social media and everything, and it helps out like 100%. If there's like, I mean, because like you have like food up there. I mean, like just I think like last week, or actually maybe a couple days ago, you posted something on there about like keto on a budget. Like even
Oh,
like
yeah.
simple things like that. I mean, because I mean, obviously, like I don't have money. I'm broke as shit. So I mean,
I
like
hear you.
finding
I've got 3 kids.
so finding stuff like that, I mean, it helps out so much. And I mean, like between like the meals that you have on there, the food, the motivation. I mean, the motivation's a key thing too. And to develop a community like that to where everyone's supporting each other is an incredible thing. You know, no one's there to tear each other down. They're all there to be supportive and everything. And you created that, and that's an awesome thing to be a part of. And I really appreciate you coming on the show and taking the time out to do this.
Aw, thank you. It's been a real rockin' treat. It's been fun.
Yeah, I mean, you spent like the last 2 hours with me and everything. So I mean, obviously, I obviously, I mean, I must be doing something right if you still want to stick around. So that's pretty cool too.
Well, they say, if you like what you do, you'll never have to work a day in your life. And I think that's what finally clicked with me, was not only finding something that worked for my life and my personal
Mhm.
experiences, but something that I could utilize. Like my kids, I said before, they're not ketogenic living, but, they practice ketogenic therapies. My kids fast. I don't force them to fast. My husband doesn't eat breakfast right away. Like my kids hardly eat breakfast before school. They're usually not eating till their breakfast at school or their lunch. it's not forcing them, it's just how people pick up things. So it's not
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's just how things work for you and what works. So I like to take, I'm used to a lot of, like I said, those false idol type people where it's my way, no way, give me your money. This is how it's going to work for you, or you're not doing it right. Well, I'm telling you, there's more than one ways to build a better. And I like to show what I like to filter through the bullshit to give you the real side too, to where you can take something so scary but so amazing like keto, but adjust it or taper it or dilute it back enough, just enough to feel a little bit better into your everyday average person. It doesn't matter how much money you make, it matters how big or how willing you're willing to work or to compromise to make it work. So I think that's why I like my community and my friends and how we work together. Um, the non-judgy keto communities to where we work together, support, add value, add content, and just try to flood you with options of recipes and other ways and tips and tricks because everything gets stagnant. I know I'm one of those that used to diet like brown rice, broccoli, chicken,
Mhm.
brown rice, broccoli, chicken, salad, chicken. Like you get so worn. I think that's why when people see me, they're like, well, another reason people find me too is because I'm that crazy Southern lady that hunts and fishes, and like I tie wild game into my ketogenic lifestyle. So people follow me just for those, just for our wild game recipes, or just to see our crazy new Southern life. But you know, it's kind of intense to be able to bring a lot of different options to people, and I think that's why people like, girl, how are you still so motivated? Like I post this motivational shit because I need it too. You know, I
Yeah.
have feelings. I'm human. Coaches are real human beings. Or, you know, I'm a fitness instructor too. So, I mean, we have barriers, we have limits, we have hormones. You know, we get off track ourselves. Just because we preach it doesn't mean we get to practice it 24/7 all day every day. We fall off track too. So being able to accept and find the little nicks and crannies that make it worth coming back to put in the work to keep going, because you know how good it feels when you're there, and every time you get out it takes a little bit less work and a little less pain to get back into it. So I think that's why I'm that junkie that keeps coming back for more. And I like to keep pushing other people just to try it a different way or try it a little longer or just tweak a little bit to where you can. Because we all like to feel better, but there's no one direction on how to get better.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah. Well, again, thank you for coming on. I do appreciate it. And who knows, maybe like one day when you're up in Illinois, we get together and we'll do like another podcast and possibly even a Facebook Live together. Do some more
Yeah,
Q&As and stuff because this is a lot of fun. And
it
like
is. And it gets easier every time we talk about it too, whether it's to each other or just out in general.
absolutely. So, Jackie, thank you again for so much for coming on. I do appreciate all the time you took, especially out of your busy schedule, to sit with me today or tonight and talk to me about keto.
You're welcome. And I know right now my mom, she just got her stable news of her cancer, but I'm not coming back this 8 weeks, but I will be back. Usually I make it back and forth between every 6 to 15 weeks. So we go back and forth a lot to Illinois. It's what's nice about having the newer vehicle, but I've already put 17,000 miles on it.
Oh, wow.
Just back and forth to hometown, but it's for good reason. So that's what I like about my job too, and to be able to help people while on the go and living life and not tired. I don't have a. That's what's sad is people are like, well, where's your office? Where's your office? Right now, because of the state of my family, my dog. I treated my dog. His and when I'm not home in Bama helping him, I was north helping my mom with her cancer battle she's fighting. So I really can't put the time into a local badass Bama office yet in a
Mhm.
gym or elsewhere because I have to have that flexibility to be able to up and go when that call comes or I'm needed back north. It is about a 600-mile drive, so it's doable, but it gets tedious. So I do not,
Yeah.
everybody ask, I do not have a local office yet, but that's why I offer my free group. That's why I have the virtual fit club launching this month, this year too. I have the blog coming. Me and my kids, while we're home after this move, we have more recipes. We want to do more than just cooking, but to show you videos and to do more recipe videos so you get to
Mm-hmm.
see us and just learn more. And the whole part is to just, you have to connect with who inspires you, and you have to feel relatable to what they're doing or they're preaching to you to help you, in order for you to feel accepted to want to do it. So I don't judge. Who are we to judge? We all go off track. So that's sort of the
Yeah.
vibe I like to create, and I like that you guys are picking up on it. That's awesome. That means I'm doing something right. Spreading the good vibes and the self love, because like you said, it's all mental. And if we don't get
Yeah.
the mental, you can run, you can sprint and run from all your problems. You can run as fast as you want, but the same baby steps to get. If you have two people, somebody that's an all out sprinter to get to that destination, and somebody who's taking the baby steps to truly understand what they're doing, both are the same amount of distance. The only thing that you're factoring is time. Now, if you speed up that time to get there a little faster, just to get there faster to be done with it, fine, that works too. But I try to help you for the long haul to understand what you're going through. Because once you get to that first destination or that first checkpoint that you set for yourself, which person is going to have the motivation, the courage, the energy to push further past to the next one? Usually that all out sprinter, that person that wants to rush to get things done, is usually done after that first tap out, doesn't want to continue. Whereas somebody who takes a little bit more time to understand what they're going through for the long haul can usually keep going.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, it's like in life, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Right. If you
Yeah.
fall in love with an idea of a destination, you've already lost and you've given up on yourself. The whole point
Hmm.
of bettering is to just find that balance and find the beauty in the journey and who you are along the way. If you don't like what you're doing, or most of the steps that you're doing every day, it's not going to last long and you're not going to feel good. Nobody likes working out all the time. Do you think I like signing in to teach a fitness class because I want to do it that day? No, I have to work out so that I feel better, so that I feel good, or, for that self confidence for myself. Everybody likes to works out for different reasons. But that's what I'm thankful for too, is this opportunity and to give back to followers of mine, or your listeners, to show that you're valued enough and your opinion matters, that we heard you, we appreciate your questions, and we can direct more to you guys individually as to what you need or what you wanted to learn from this. And if there's anything else you want to learn, reach out to us, we'll hook you up. You can
Uh-huh.
see we're very laid back about it, but we're also honest. So we can get into the dirty nitty gritty of it, but for the most part, I think we did pretty good. I think we covered a little bit of everything.
Oh yeah, we crushed it.
We crushed it.
Crushed it. We crushed it. Team crush it. But yeah, make sure you check out all of Jackie's social medias and everything, Facebook and Instagram, like she said. Upcoming YouTube. Can't wait to see that.
Yeah, everybody calls me Wonder Mom for the longest time. So 5 years ago when I started the journey and I made the like page, even with my previous wellness company, I was like, all right, well, Wonder Mom strong. I guess, it just stuck. So that's how people find me or figured it out. So it's never changed. It's pretty easy
Oh,
to find.
yeah, I mean, and it's a great. I mean, it really describes who you are as a person. So that's pretty cool.
I'm all about the good vibes, and Wonder Woman was one of my muses growing up. Old school comic books. I swear, one of my bucket list passions is to get that Wonder Woman comic book sleeve. It's coming. In good time though. You have to find the
Yeah,
right artist, right time. But that's what I love about it too.
that's cool. That's super awesome. Thanks again for coming on. I appreciate it. We are going to take a quick break, come back, and we will close out the show. As we come to the halfway point here of season 3 of this freaking show, I want to thank everybody who has taken the time out to come and be a guest on the show. So many people have participated in the show with us. Well, I guess with me, because it's just me here now. So I want to thank everyone who took the opportunities, took the time
to give me a great opportunity to meet awesome people, cosplayers, podcasters, creators of music, movies, comic books, board games and stuff. It's been an incredible run and everything. This isn't a goodbye. This isn't a swan song thing. This isn't me saying, hey, this is the end of the line. This is just me taking the opportunity here on episode 30 of season 3 to kind of thank everybody. I know I say it a lot, but really this show could not go without you guys being a part of it. So thank you so much. Still not a whole lot. February has been kind of a slow month for me. Not really doing a whole lot. The only thing I'd probably be freaking thinking about lately is the rise of fan support for this freaking show, but also for JFW, the Just Freaking Wrestling podcast that I co-host with my buddy Dizzle J. 2019 has been incredible for me here, but for us as well over there. We had a lot more opportunities to meet with people, talk with people, and really get the shows kicking off the right way. And I couldn't be happier with it. I'm so excited for what this year has coming for us and everything. And the opportunities to go to C2E2 again this year. Haven't been since 2017. So I'm excited to go back. I'm going to catch up with some of the cosplayers we had in our series. And like I mentioned, that cosplayer series is going to continue and it's going to go forward. I'm still going to get more cosplayers on, sit and talk with them. I'm going to get some more podcasters to come back on, come revisit with us. Definitely got to make that time and make that happen. The only unfortunate thing that I had to say for February is we do not have the Oscar prediction contest that we had over the last couple of years that I won 2 in a row, undefeated in that, so that's pretty awesome. But no, I'm super excited for 2019. The keto diet that I'm on, the journey that I'm on, has been incredible. All positive things all around for me, so I couldn't be happier. If you want to check out my journal for my journey through dieting and my lifestyle changes and stuff like that, you can check that out. That is on WordPress. It's thisfreakinjourney.wordpress.com. Make sure you check that out. If you're a fan of wrestling, check out the JFW, Just Freaking Wrestling, JFW podcast. It's Just Freaking Wrestling. We talk about nothing but professional wrestling and stuff like that. Also, as I mentioned, at the beginning of the show, we are sponsored by the Firepit Bar and Grill of Peotone. But we also have another sponsor that I cannot forget to mention, and that is We Are Dapper Ties. Handmade quality ties, $15 a piece, and it is such a great deal for the quality of tie that you get for it. They helped us out by giving us a promo code. So if you go to wearedapperties.com and at the checkout you put in the promo code Freakin, Freakin, you get free shipping. It kicks a little bit back to the show, so it's always a bonus to kind of help me out as well. So you're out there looking classy in your fancy high quality tie. Just know that as you wear that tie, you're helping Travesty out here on this freaking show. So make sure you check out wearedapperties.com. Use the promo code Freakin at checkout. Get yourself a quality tie. Get yourself some free shipping. Take that tie, put it around your neck. Give it a little tie that, whatever the little knot is called, whatever you guys decide. I know there's multiple different versions of tie knots. Throw it on. Look classy. Grab your lady. Grab your fella. Grab whoever. Head on down to Firepit Bar and Grill Peotone. And if you go down there, send me a message. Say, hey, Travesty, I'm going to Firepit Bar and Grill Peotone. Maybe I'll meet you up there. I'll have a drink with you. During keto, I just drink Tito's and water. I'll be honored for you guys to buy me a drink. No problem whatsoever. I'll sign some shit for you because I like to feel that I'm a celebrity and it'd be an honor for you to be around me. Make sure you check me out on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at This Freakin' Show. Make sure you let your friends know about the podcast because we are on iTunes, Podbean, Google Play, Stitcher, and Spotify just by searching This Freakin' Show. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about the show, you can email us at thisfreakinshow@yahoo.com or go to our website, thisfreakinshow.com. Go to the contact section. Contact us. You want to be a guest on the show? Email me. Best possible way to get a guest spot on the show is to email me. Let me know who you are. Let me know what you're about. We'll make something happen. I'll get you on the show. Nothing I love more than meeting people and talking with people and getting to know some backgrounds on some new people. That's what I love about this podcast. I get to meet people that I never thought I would ever meet in my life. people from Ohio, Indiana, Kansas, California, Colorado. People I would never have the opportunity to meet before. I get to do that because of this podcast. That's all I have. That is it. That's the end of the series. Make sure you check out all 4 parts of this series on the Keto Diet. Go to Podbean, Google, Stitcher, whatever. Go to anywhere. You can just find it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last 4 weeks. You know, you're on this one. Go a week early. Go a week earlier. Go a week beyond that, and you will find this series all about the Keto Diet. And I don't know. Me and Jackie will probably have something going on. Maybe another collaboration. Maybe a Facebook Live collaboration. Talk about keto diets and stuff like that. That'll be fun for me. As always, I am Travis T, and thank you for listening to another episode of This Freakin' Show. I'm out.